Welcome to It's the Groove, the podcast that takes you under the wrapper to uncover the hidden connections in the music we love. I'm your co-host, Dave, and as always, I'm joined by the 80s music muse herself, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Kelly, I am going to throw out a list of artists and tell me the first name that comes to your mind that wrote for or collaborated with these artists.
Okay.
I'm going to do them alphabetically. Oleta Adams, Patty Austin, Babyface, Roberta Flack, Earth, Wind and Fire, Al Jarreau, Chaka Khan, Ramsey Lewis, Patrice Rushen, Donna Summer, and Luther Vandross.
I'm guessing Brenda Russell.
You must have snuck into ITG headquarters and peeked at my notes. Absolutely right. There's a reason why you're called the 80s Music Muse. Today's hidden connection is Brenda Russell, not just for the songs that she penned for others or sung backup on, but for her own catalog. And guess what? She's back in the studio right now crafting her next album. Okay, Kelly, how did you first hear about Brenda?
Piano in the Dark. That's the first time I ever heard of her.
Yep, that's absolutely her number one hit, and we will cover that in just a minute. I heard about her through that song as well, but it never really hit me until last fall when we were doing research for our Quincy Jones episode. And if you haven't listened to that, boy, that's chock full of hits. So go back and listen. Q produced Donna Summer's album, Donna Summer. And one of the tracks on there is a song called State of Independence. That didn't become a huge hit. I think it charted around number 40, but it has some lasting notoriety, particularly because of the all-star choir Q recruited to back Donna on that track. Now, as we were doing the research, I came across a photo of this choir and was stunned. There is Q conducting the choir, and from his right to his left, there's James Ingram, Michael McDonald, Kenny Loggins, Patty Austin, Christopher Cross, Lionel Richie, Dionne Warwick. And then on Q's left, there's Michael Jackson, Brenda Russell, and Stevie Wonder. Kelly and I covered the song in an earlier episode, so we won't play it here. But we remarked that there must have been a billion records sold by that group of extraordinary musicians. And there's Brenda, right between Michael and Stevie. Two artists so amazing, they are known just by their first name. I thought about that and I thought, Q was known for recruiting only the best for his songs. And so I had to think Brenda must have been pretty well respected to be in that group and placed right between Michael and Stevie. Now, shortly after that, I noticed that Spotify was pushing some of her solo work into my feed. So over the last year, I've discovered a number of her songs that I like. We'll be sharing some of those songs with you today, and we hope you like them too.
Before she struck out on her own, Brenda teamed up with Brian Russell as Brian and Brenda. They lent backing vocals to Elton John's 1975 Wembley concert and co-wrote Please Pardon Me for Rufus's Rufusized in 1974, weaving soul, pop, and singer-songwriter sensibilities.
Of course, we covered Rufusized in an earlier podcast. If you haven't heard that one, go back and listen. Some really great mid-70s funk. Now, Brenda's self-titled debut album arrived in July of 1979. It was at that time when disco was kind of beginning to crash. So her album sidestepped that dance floor rush in favor of mellow orchestration, jazz-tinged pop, and sophisticated R&B. Critics loved it, and it climbed to number 20 on Billboard's R&B chart.
On her sophomore album, Love Life, Brenda leaned further into pop soul fusion. Let's listen to Lucky.
Won't you hear me out? I got more to shout about. People say it's lucky. You can call it luck, but I got to pass the buck. For they say it's lucky. Oh, oh, lucky. I fell in love with you. Lucky. There's nothing I can do. Oh, no. As anyone could be. Lucky. You fell in love with me. Oh, well, there's more to life than to watch it pass you by. People say it's lucky. It's a silver screen tuned into my favorite scene. Time for make your movie. Whoa, whoa, lucky. I fell in love with you. Lucky. It's nothing I can do. Lucky. As anyone could be. Lucky. You fell in love with me. Go.
Okay, fun fact. ITG approved session heroes on the title track Love Life include the following roster: Neil Larson and Steve Porcaro on keys and synths, Steve One Take Lukather and Dean Parks on guitar, Jeff Porcaro on drums, Abraham Laboriel on bass, and Bill Champlin on backing vocals. Kelly, will any of those artists show up on future episodes of It's the Groove?
Oh, if you have anything to say about it, yes, they will.
All right, let's listen to Love Life.
When you play it in tangos, you got to say, yeah. If you want it, love life, love life. If you want it, love life. If you want it, love life. If you want to, got me walking around, oh, where my feet never touch the ground. So good, you know you should be there. Got me counting the stars, whoa, whoa, whoa. Got me thinking it's not so far. Who can say, maybe far away? If you want it, love life.
Now, while building her solo reputation, Brenda co-wrote Earth, Wind, and Fire's You and I've Had Enough, both R&B hits in the early 80s. Her knack for funk and soul made her a go-to collaborator.
She also wrote If Only for One Night, made famous by Luther Vandross. It was originally on her self-titled debut album. Brenda's third album, Two Eyes, delivered gems like her tribute to Al Jarreau, the rhythm section of John J.R. Robinson and Nathan East locks in perfectly, with the sea wind horns adding that punch. The album also features many of ITG's favorite artists: Michael McDonald, Jeff Porcaro, Paulino DaCosta, Stevie Wonder, Randy Crawford, Al Jarreau, David Foster, James Ingram, and Patrice Rushen. Let's listen to Jarreau. And Let's dedicate it to our number one fan, my mom, Rosa from Chicago.
Hi, Rosa. Brenda also teamed with Patrice Rushen on Breakout from the Straight from the Heart album, then joined Michael Franks for the duet When I Give My Love to You on his jazz-tinged record.
Breakout was a great track. It has strong energy and appeal, popular among fans. We're going to listen to Breakout right now. Brenda's defining solo moment came with Get Here. Piano in the Dark soared to number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 8 on the U.S. Hot R&B singles, and number 3 on U.S. Adult Contemporary singles, and snagged Grammy nods for Song of the Year and Best Performance by a duo or group with vocals. The song is about wanting to leave a lover, but he plays the piano and it sucks her back in. She loves the way he plays the piano. What keeps her with him is his music. And we can't forget that Joe Esposito was the male vocalist on this song. Let's listen to Piano in the Dark.
The Get Here album's title track found new life when Oleta Adams covered it for Circle of One, produced by Roland Orzabal of Tears for Fears fame. You know Roland, don't you,
Yes,
Kelly?
I do.
So Oleta's version hit number 5 on the Hot 100. And we also talked about Oleta in a previous episode last summer about artists that should have been bigger. So go back and take a listen to that as well.
On Soul Talking, Greg Fillinganes lights up the keys and Everett Harp delivers a soaring sax solo on the title track. It's classic Brenda, warm, sophisticated, and heartfelt. Entertainment Weekly called the album a crafty collection of Caribbean, Brazilian, and jazz pop. Let's listen to Soul Talking.
Brenda's last studio album, Paris Rain, gave us the song Ideal World, where Brenda handles both keyboards and drum programming. It's also a very emotional song, and I hope you like it. So let's listen to Ideal World.
All the time we wasted being so afraid, knowing something deeper could possibly be made. Each and every life, feeling part of one. In an ideal world, on an ideal day, we
Next on the album is the song Walkin' in New York, a laid-back groove featuring ITG faves Sheila E. on drums and Saida Garrett on backing vocals. I have to tell you, when I saw that both Sheila E. and Saida were on this track, I knew it would be good. And by the way, Saida, if you're listening to this, we'd love to have you on the podcast. Let's listen to Walkin' in New York.
In 2005, Brenda's songwriting prowess and chameleon-like genre shifts earned standing ovations when The Color Purple opened on Broadway. Alongside Allie Willis and Stephen Bray, she co-wrote the score, and their original cast album picked up a Grammy nomination in 2007 for Best Musical Show Album.
So we hope you like this episode featuring a hidden connection in Brenda Russell. From soul and pop to jazz, Broadway, and back in the studio, Brenda's career is a masterclass in versatility.
She's the ultimate hidden connection, bridging generations of music and reminding us why we keep coming back to these grooves. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our content, and leave us a review.
We'll see you next time when we unwrap another unexpected link in the music we love. Remember, it's not the beat, it's the groove.
Bye.